Hi everyone, my name is Sean. I hope your day has been going well. I just picked up a pair of shoes and I would like to do a shoe review. These are the Adieu Undercover Type 54C Metal Derbies from Spring-Summer 2020. So I got this pair of derbies off a really good friend of mine. His name is Motaku. Unfortunately, it didn't fit him well, so he decided to sell them off to me. Big thank you to Motaku once again. For those who are interested, you can give him a follow. He will post stuff once in a while, so if you see anything you like in your size, do drop him a message. Hopefully y'all can work something out and save that 9%. I decided to get this pair of Adieu derbies because I haven't worn derbies in a long time and I want to try the look again. I'm usually very particular about the derby shape. I don't like it too pointy, nor do I like it too round. So I find that this pair has a very good balance and I decided to give them a go. As usual, I am filming this video to give you close-up shots of the shoe to help you out with the sizing, because the sizing is really tricky on this pair, and to show you how I would style these pair of derbies. Starting off with the box, you have the Adieu branding on top. You have the model code, sizing and information. The shoes came with a really nice dust bag. You have the branding on the front. So Motaku told me that there were a few issues with the laces and he DM'd them on Instagram and they sent him new laces, so props to them for having such great customer service. So this is the first look of the derby. Right off the bat, it is rather heavy on hand. It's made from a genuine leather. According to the website, they did not specify what kind of leather it is, but I presume it's calf leather. Here's a top view of the derby. It has a very classic derby design. It is not overly pointy, nor is it very round. I think that it has a nice balance, overall a very nice shape. Moving on to the highlight of the shoe, the metal toe cap. As you can see, it's very shiny. They did not specify what kind of metal it is made out of, they just say it's a metal toe cap. But the reflection effect is done really nicely. It isn't very tacky, nor does it look very cheap. Overall, it feels very sturdy and very well built. For the shoes, the derby actually extends underneath the metal toe cap, so it isn't just a derby up to this point. The leather from the derby itself will expand. However, it is restricted and limited by this metal toe cap, so for those who have wider feet, they will experience a very narrow and rigid toe box, which can be slightly uncomfortable. This is the outer side of the shoe. There are 3 eyelets and a curved stitching here. At the back, there's a triangular panel design that's stitched on, and a stitching that goes from top down. On the instep, you have the same stitching design. On the inside of the tongue, there is a gold stamp that says the sizing, 41, and it is made in Portugal. For the insole of the shoe, you have the Adieu branding as well as the Undercover branding. For the inner sock liner, it's made from the same material as the derby, and it transitions to this portion here which is made out of suede. I believe it creates more grip to prevent the heel from slipping. The shoe has this double stud design that goes throughout the whole outsole. This pair of derbies has a very chunky outsole. The outsole is very stiff and very rigid. At the instep, there is a slit or a line that goes in the middle of the outsole. I'm not too sure whether is it for added flexibility of the shoe, to give the shoe a bit more give, or it's just the way the shoe is built and assembled. Moving on to the outsole, it's made from this thick, juicy crepe sole. I apologize, it's slightly dirty because I wore it out a few times. As you can see, it picks up dirt quite easily. At the back, there's a slight heel elevation there, which is really unique and cool. Although the crepe sole is really comfortable, there are a few downsides to it. When you're walking on wet surfaces, it can be quite slippery. And also, corners of the crepe sole will peel off and accumulate a lot of dust and dirt easily. Just for reference, the heel itself, consisting of the outsole as well as the crepe sole, is 4 cm thick, which will definitely give you the height boost. Before I talk about the sizing, I would like to give my own personal recommendation. For those of you who have a wider foot, sadly I do not recommend getting this model because the metal toe cap is very stiff. It prevents the expansion of the shoe. Over time your feet might hurt quite a lot. As for sizing, I'm a true to size US 9, Euro 42. For this pair of derbies, I went with a Euro 41. On its own it fits great, but when I wore it out for a few times I realized it was really stiff and it's not flexible. The back of the shoe actually cut into the back of my heel and I sustained a bit of abrasions and blisters. So what I did was I bought this kind of heel inserts and it worked out really well. It's just that the shoe feels a bit smaller and a bit tighter. I recommend going true to size and adding your own heel insert so that you do not have any abrasions. But of course, if you do not want to add in any additional inserts, you can go half a size down. I would not recommend going one size down because it's a bit snug. So that is how I styled a pair of derbies. It's a beautiful looking shoe, super badass looking. I really love how versatile it is. Because the derby alone has a formal appeal to it, I can dress it up. And also because it has the metal toe cap and the chunky outsole, it also has a slight informal appeal to it, so I can wear it like a pair of sneakers and I can dress it down. So to sum up my thoughts and opinions on this pair of derbies, its design as well as silhouette is on point. It's a gorgeous looking pair of shoes. For me personally, I feel that the comfort as well as functionality is lacking slightly in that area. I kind of wish that the outsole would be thinner and more flexible, and I kind of wish that the outsole would be made out of crepe as well, similar to the other models Adieu has produced. But maybe it's just me, maybe my skin is really brittle and I'm prone to blisters easily. But despite all that, I would definitely give it more wears, about maybe 10 to 15 more wears to break in the outsole. Hopefully it gets more flexible and hopefully it will accustom to my feet. For those wishing to pick up this pair of derbies, I strongly recommend waiting for a sale because I feel that it is not worth the high retail price tag, but overall a really cool looking pair of shoes. I really hope this video has given you the information you need on purchasing this pair of Adieu Undercover Type 54C Metal Derbies. Thank you so much for watching, have a nice day.